Hello, Rando fans out there from all parts of the world, and welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer SGL race here between two great runners. Today we got GGW, GanonsGoneWild, on your left-hand side right here, going off against VeXtopher. And comms today is going to be me, Gamachu, hello world, being joined by Drosy here. Hello, Drosy, good evening to you. How are you doing?
Hello, good evening to you. I'm looking forward to see how GGW lines up his start menu there because he was, rearranging his layout at the last minute, so this is going to be interesting.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And look at that. What do you think of that screen title name of GGW's right there?
Ah!
Yeah. Probably what he expects from this seed.
Well, just to give some background, these two runners have an interesting history. They did 3 of the same quals here, so we have some direct comparisons. And I believe GGW beat VeXtopher by 15 minutes in one, 16 minutes in another, and then the last one, Vex beat GGW by 3.5 minutes.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's that just tells you anybody here could definitely beat anyone. So regardless of their seeding placements, you should not take that into account thinking you're going to have an upper hand over your opponents. Anybody could win here.
And here we go. Uncle's off to shuffle the items.
All right. So I thought Vex was about to dash out of there.
Bombs out the door is a nice little initial gift, though.
Yeah, that's really good. Already getting 3 bombs set for Kakariko. Are we going to get any map checks here?
And of course, remember that both of these runners do start with a sword, but they can't use it until they talk to Uncle.
There you go. Now they got permission to use that sword. That's how it works, right? They ask for Uncle for permission.
Right. I mean... And in his dying breath, he's like, oh yeah, that sword you've been carrying, stick him with the pointy end.
Yeah, don't be afraid to use it. And look at that, we got more bombs.
Are we getting a map check from either runner here?
Nah, they're just trying to go for the best escape time here. You don't want to waste time with any map checks right now. All right, so
hey, that means we can get a prediction going.
So we got a VeXtopher here as Mega Man. Are you a big fan of Mega Man?
It's a cool game. I never played a huge amount of it, but I always liked the slide. You know, how Mega Man just slides all over.
Yep. I played myself Mega Man X a lot, and that was a nice little feature or ability that I did enjoy using a lot. And I did not even pay attention what was in the first chest. I want to see if they keep notice of maybe picking up the map, or maybe map being in a sanctuary. Save a little time not picking it up.
Well, there's the glove in the second chest. That's definitely going to be useful.
Yeah. You see Dark World access before we even get an escape here?
That would be interesting. Also, we do have a prediction in chat if you want to spend your hard-earned channel points. How many pendants in the light world?
Yeah,
what do you think, Gamma?
I'll go with 1. There's always 1. Oh, GGW, be careful. Vex here going with the safety strat of pots. Not a bad idea at all. And they're synced.
How did Vex catch up?
Hey, you can't go wrong with pots.
And there's your map. We haven't seen the key, so that's going to have to be in Dark Cross.
Yeah, so they're just going to have to pick up the rest of the chest along the way here. But yeah, that chain guard almost killing GW here. That would have been a big shame right there. That just feels terrible. First death is, 2-something minutes into the game, the seed.
Clearly on nerves, feeling threatened by a new player.
Yeah, it could be.
Vex was reminding me he played his first seed ever in late May, and it took him 5 hours to do an open.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And here he is qualified for SGL, and He went very far in the mentor tournament. He happened to start playing right around the mentor tournament and pretty much took off.
Oh, he ended up joining along in the mentor tournament?
Yeah, he got crushed the first week of Swiss and then won every remaining Swiss match.
Oh, wow, that's really good. That's a good accomplishment.
So that's how quickly he's improved.
Yeah, definitely gives you a little background of all the runners here within SGL right now. And look at
And
that.
meanwhile, GGW, on the other hand, is a fairly well-known somewhat gamer.
I can agree with that. He's been around the community for quite a while. Definitely not a runner you want to be going up against, though. But yeah, as you can see here, Vex, who, oh wow, GGW. Careful now.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a one room difference here, so not much, but little things like that add up.
But yeah, one thing we should say about GGW, he outright won one of the qual races for this.
Oh, he ended up coming first place in one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Not everyone wins a qual.
No, that's something you're always happy to brag about. I do recall. Oh, look at that, flippers.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give Vex a hard time because he said that he was worried about cutting corners to try to stay ahead of GGW because he expects GGW to have better execution. So I said, no way was he gonna water walk. And I was like, just for that, you're gonna get the flippers early. And look at that.
And look at that, he is the first one out of escape too. Both of them sub 520. So hey, that's not a bad time for casual boots.
Yeah, it's solid. They're grabbing one of the 32 pieces of heart available in this mode because we've turned 8 heart containers into pieces of heart just to make things a little bit harder.
Oh yeah, that's fun. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to... Oh, we already have 4 hearts too coming out of escape. That's actually pretty rare.
Since there are only 3 full heart containers around, so we actually found one.
Okay, but yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if we go in Dark World with no more than 4, and we already got 4. So if we get more than that, I'll actually be surprised. Just because it's that hard to come across those, heart containers.
Yeah, very nice synchronization the last couple of screens, though. Well, the tree pull isn't great. The bush crab isn't great.
Nope, no cash, but hey, they still got their bombs.
And just a big 20 on Lumberjack.
Do you think GGW is going to go ahead and collect that for fluff?
Probably. I mean, he's learned from you, right?
He's a big fluffer, so if he sees an item, he'll probably pick it up.
Well, what do we have in the mushroom file? Another big...
he
makes a liar. Oh, no, now he goes back for it. Wants that big 20. Let VeXtopher catch up.
Yep, look at that. Back to being synced.
Sure, it's a tight race so far. And the nice thing about starting with a sword is you don't have to worry about whether you can use medallions or not. You always can if you find them.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Bomba's is a good one, too. Especially when you're dealing with dark rooms, such as, Eastern Palace. You want to get those enemies out of the way.
Now, we already have 6 bombs, so neither of them is going to bonk that rock you can get the bomb off of in that last screen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're both exactly at 46 rupees, too.
I mean, they've been mirroring each other so much. Let's see who can do Blind's basement faster.
I'm kind of curious if we're going to get a map check before we're done with Kakariko here. Oh, that's funny.
And bombs are definitely no shortage in this seed.
Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't worry about them even buying bombs now. Oh, wow, another heart container. Wow, we're already... That's pretty good.
So we found 2 of the 3 available heart containers.
Wow. Is this, do we go back to easy mode? Are we going to get the blue mail upgrade here in the well?
Maybe we'll find silvers here. That's another thing about this mode. Bow and silvers are 2 separate items.
Oh, yeah.
Rid of aggressive bows. Of course, the moon pearl's there. What do you think? Hammer or mitts in Kakariko?
Please, hammer. I want to see... Oh. You see an
Lamp,
early master sword? Yep. That's oh, look at that.
your favorite
That
item.
that's a great item right there. I'm sure he's very happy to see that.
Seed is beatable now.
I was kind of hoping for a hammer here to see who was going to be, the one to probably make the aggressive play and go straight to Dark World here.
We haven't gotten a bottle yet, so that's one check we can't do in here.
Oh.
We're definitely getting no shortage of medallions, though.
Yeah. But, with those two medallions on hand, you know what I always think about that? Oh, map check. Oh. It's a red crystal at Desert and 2 other normal crystals at Eastern and
Wow, so 0 pendants in the light world.
No pendants today. That's actually pretty tough, depending what the pendants are in Dark World, because if it's a pod, swamp, and turtle rock, and you're down to choose, one of them, which one are you going to choose?
Yeah, there could be some unfriendly pendant dungeons here.
Oh, Vex going for the blind pool here.
And watch it be like Skullwoods and Thieves, because it's always Skullwoods and Thieves when you have something like this.
I'm a fan if it's Skullwoods. Skullwoods, you just go in there, take a quick peek, probably get both items, and you're done with it until pet is required.
Yeah, you just hope that both items are in the front. So with the early flippers, these runners are going to pick up that money so that they can do an early Zora play.
Yeah, now they don't have to worry about, possibly isolating Zora. No short on catch here. Alright. Probably going to see the standard play here. Dam into Ice Rod Cave. Oh. Never mind. GGW is making me a liar here.
He's doing the swamp skip, dam skip, and he'll come back to it to do a Gina later. Is that the idea?
It could be. I'm actually a fan of this play too.
Yeah, you see it more, especially in starting boots modes when it's a bit easier to get around the map.
And it's not too terrible. And if it's something big, most people tend to hold that off, Gina's Cave. So if there's something big, you could feel pretty confident that you're probably going to feel, maybe ahead, depending what the item is. Oh, lamp.
Aga access.
You called it.
Time to get those lumberjack rupees just to fluff.
That's probably the first thing that's coming to his mind right now. Oh, yeah. When do you make the Aga play here? Though they're probably just going to clear everything. Maybe skip Eastern?
Knowing GGW, he'll skip Eastern.
Yeah, that's normally the common play.
But the lamp and the glove does get you 2 checks on Death Mountain.
Oh.
And for that, you can at least create the save point. So, at that point, do you want to go up there since you're going to want that save point anyway?
Yeah, that's true. It's funny that you mentioned that. I just forgot. Old Man and Spec Rock just slipped my mind. But there was a race that GGW did in the SGL too. It was in the qualifier. He went for the Aga play when Dark World actually was sitting on Old Man. But he opted not to do that.
I seem to remember that one.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. So I don't know if that's something that's going in the back of his mind right now or not.
And it looked like Lake Hylia Island was just money when we passed it. I guess Dex will give us another look here.
Money
nope, he's going straight
shield,
to Hobo.
Maybe? Oh,
shield,
yeah.
okay.
Money,
Not getting
shield. It's garbage, right? Kind of. You could only get one shield upgrade here in this mode, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so you can't even get the red shield unless you maybe buy it from the shop, which I never tried it in this mode.
And there's also no butter sword in this mode. The final sword will turn into a green 20.
Oh, tempered.
Yeah, nice early weapon find, that's for sure. So what's the fish got? Those early flippers should be pointing to something, and we haven't, like,
I wouldn't be
gotten
surprised.
anything with them so far.
Cape? I tend to see that a lot too when it's an I see, you get the Master Sword and also the cape somewhere hidden around there.
Yeah, P-Train has theories about it. He thought it was like a conspiracy. I had to prove to him that there was a seed where, like, um, there was just the Master Sword and no cape or tempered or anything.
No cape or tempered. Let's
And
see.
those early flippers were a total red herring.
Nothing here. Well, the sword is nice to have, but yeah, no progression at all here.
So GGW is now going to do the Dam and Gina.
Oh, that's for sure. I don't see him skipping that.
But what's VeXtopher going to do? He's isolated a Gina, which would be unfortunate if that's like a hammer. Or even if it's
That
the
would be
hook shot,
terrible.
like hook shot, suddenly you have East Death Mountain.
Oh, that would be good. But that could also be, because if you go to Aga right now, you're only gonna have what? Catfish and pod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be good or bad depending what, might be a pod if let's say hookshot was in Nagina's cave. Could be like a mirror or something that might help out with routing for Vex if he's forced to kind of last locate that hookshot.
So here we get a bit of divergence. Vex going up the mountain, GGW checking a Gina. And he'll also see what's on the desert ledge, though we can't get that quite yet.
And,
Oh,
there it is.
There's your cape.
So, are we gonna find the book here soon?
I don't know. That's kind of interesting. We already have Cane of Burna, so the only thing Cape opens for us is Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, so this really would not do anything for us. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, please. That's
VeXtopher could be in trouble.
is he one to normally make that skip, do you know?
Probably. I mean, most runners, if they've orphaned a Gina like that, aren't going back anytime soon.
Yeah, I was already thinking this was going to be an Agassi, and then you see Mitzer, so it's like...
Oh, there's a bottle in Spec Rock Cave, which opens up Sick Kid. GGW is doing Saha's Closet. I don't expect him to go into Eastern with his Dark World access, but...
No, there's no way. He already has Dark World access. That's a much more attractive play than Eastern right now. Oh, there's a shield. Oh.
So...
Hmm.
Yeah, that's perfect arrangement. You activate the flute on your way to CAC Portal.
Yeah, this could be good too for Vex. With that flute, he might be inclined to do a Gina's Cave play before Aga.
Yeah, that does make it quite a bit more attractive, flute to 6 and all.
Yeah.
Ooh, and heads up on GGW's part, I hadn't even thought about King's Tomb.
Oh yeah, new check here with those mitts on hand, and we get. Oh,
The 4th sword.
imagine getting all 4 swords before entering Dark World.
Yeah, so that's, if this were a regular difficulty mode, that's Butter Sword in less than 20 minutes.
Is Vex gonna go? Nope. He's like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah, well, now he has 2 things to do in CAC, activate the flute and check Sick Kid.
Yeah. Oh, one of the changes too in this mode also is any bottle that you pick up, it's always going to be empty, right?
And there are only 2 of them, and the other 2 will turn into bluepies.
Yeah. I guess that could be kind of a good thing too, because you get a little tired every now and then having to quick swap or remove that B, right? Usually, I feel like it's a B in there.
And they have the bug net, so they can put stuff in the bottle, and they can
Yeah.
flute to 2 if they want to put liquid in the bottle.
I
But
wouldn't.
GGW is actually...
Saving the old man?
Yeah, this makes sense that, you've had logical Death Mountain access for a while, so he will get that bottle. For all we know, the bottle has something on Sick Kid.
Yeah. I hope somebody uses a bug net here. I will praise them. Oh, just bombs.
Yeah, so Agena is the solution.
Let's see. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. This is good. This is good.
Okay, so yeah, you were right. Bailed out by that flute.
Yeah. Because I wondered if he would have gone back there if that flute was not in back with Saha. If I had to guess, GG. I mean, we got the Dark World access now, but we also have the Mire area. Consider taking that first.
You're really just disappointed that they're not going to be able to do the Aga fight on BugNet.
That would have been nice. That would have been very nice to see. It's not something you see every day.
So chat pointing out that, Flute plus Mitts does give them access to Mire Shed, could potentially go into Mire. Looks like Vex is doing that.
Yeah. And with a Dark World check here.
Okay, so hey, Pendant Skull Woods, did I call it or did I call it?
Yeah, and TR Green Pendant was that last pendant in Swamp. Are we going to Mire? Oh, okay.
And our other 5/6 crystal was Thieves.
I like that. He's already making good use of that bottle and putting a blue potion in it.
Well, we have so much money, though he does need to be careful if he goes to pot anytime soon. He does not have Kiki money. Hey, there's our one male. Both of our runners are going to get that. I mean, there are two males, but the other, I believe, turns into a bloopy when you get it.
Yeah. But that's good to have, just going in the Dark World now with 6 hearts. That's pretty good. 6 hearts blue mail. You're pretty comfortable going that. And Tempered Sword, too.
I did not catch the Mire medallion there.
That was... I don't know. I did not catch that.
When it comes around again. That is Bombos, so we can get into Mire.
Oh, Bombos. Okay. They could have chosen to go in there, but I could see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you can do everything but the boss, but I'm sure they're hoping Samaria isn't French vanilla.
Yeah. Because if it is, I don't see them going there for quite a while. Alright, see, chess game was nothing of use. More trash here. Okay, so Vex decided not to do Skullwoods. I'm kind of curious to see if GGW will. And there he goes.
Yep. Well, that's the play you like.
Yeah, Skullwoods is a favorite dungeon of mine, especially if it's pendant.
I mean, there's always progression in Pendant Skullwoods, right? Except when there isn't.
Yes, that's how it works. Or if GGW is really unlucky, they will be progression just until you find the Fire Rod to go in the backside of Skullwoods.
So Vex, this is a bit more interesting. He's doing Thieves without the hammer. And it's a crystal.
And we just got, what was that, the Mapper Compass first chest.
Compass,
so
yeah.
That's already, okay, bombs.
GGW gambling a bit here. He took the drop down without a key.
Yeah. What are the odds of I don't know what the, chances is to come down here without any, oh, never mind, there it is. Yeah, there's a slim chance of that happening, right? Getting stuck in here without, soft locking yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 items are in the front.
And of course, the big key in the front of.
He does not look too happy.
Not happy.
He's like kind of surprised face there.
Yeah, I thought he was slightly out of range of that wall master.
Yeah, I thought so too. But this is a good thing too. Is cameras right here enabled. We get to see the runner's reaction when things like that happen.
And just for another key, but now he circles around and can get the big chest.
Yeah, so we just got the compass here, and No items here?
There was no small key in the front of Thieves Town, so this makes back a slightly better play. We haven't gotten any items in Skullwoods halfway. We found all 3 small keys, though.
Yeah, and this is going to be either an item or if he's really unlucky, the compass.
Yeah, but at least 1 item is in the back and Fire Rod locked.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, he's not going to even like mess around with these guys. Like, yep, let's just kill him.
Well, conveniently, there's a nice full magic in the next room.
Oh, that's the 3rd item too for Vex.
Yeah, so now it's 50-50. Is there a small key in blind? Oh God.
That does not feel good at all.
Yeah, Skullwood's complete bust.
Yeah, both items in the back. So this is a lot of time save for Vex if he doesn't, chooses not to come here anytime soon.
Yeah, so now this will be interesting. Does Blind Cell have a small key, or is the small key in the big chest?
Let's see. 50-50, right?
Right.
It's going to be a small key.
Oh!
Okay. That's the only thing here in the back of Thieves Town that is not Hammerlock. So Hammer could be in the back of Skullwoods for all we know.
So we won't need that cape. Bumper ledge is just money.
So that cape is total garbage for us.
But yeah, VeXtopher's decision to do Thieves Town before Skullwoods paying off in a major way, and let's see if GGW even goes to the back of Thieves Town.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I think he's normally one to make that play. Based on the last run he did, he ended up doing Button of Thieves Town, which had map, compass, small key, and big key, and decided to even gamble, knowing there was going to be a Hammerlock item back there. He made the gamble and leaving the bow in the big chest of Thieves Town. So that might be in the back of mine right now. We'll see.
What? I mean,
and that was a really good blind fight too by Vex. Very well done.
Yeah, just while we were talking.
And I think he's saying no to Skullwoods for now.
Oh, chat also pointing out something interesting, that because the small key is in the big chest in Thieves Town, blind is logically locked by the hammer.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point you make there.
And this is a 5/6 crystal.
Yeah.
So hammer's not in Pyramid Fairy.
Nope, not today. That's good to know, though, if you're considering making the Agra play looking for hammer. If you have that little knowledge, that could save you a lot of time in the long run.
And with the flippers, we have logical pod access, so we know that this is not a logical Agaseed, and GGW is out of Thieves Town.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate for him, just because he's not going to be have that fire rod on hand for quite a while.
Well, Vex was saying he was going to do the skips, and he was like, I'm skipping the big chest, I don't care. And it worked out for him.
Yeah. So I'm curious what he's going to do here after Hive Cave. Will he continue making a little loop to Catfish, or is he just going to save and quit and go into Turn in the Smiths? Or there's also Pod.
Bowless, hammerless Pod.
Oh, GGW farming up money. He has no money. And he fluffed too.
So now he at least has enough for archery game. He's probably going to play that to get pod money. Yep, here we go.
That's a good heads-up play. That actually does make me wonder if he's going to... Oh, Vex doing the King Sim here.
GGW missed an archery game.
Oh, really? That's... He does not look happy.
Does he ever look happy?
He will once he gets all 5 shots here. There you go. This will put him enough money for potted if he chooses to go in there after Hype Cave.
Yeah, he's now got his pod money.
There you go.
But it definitely was a bit of a time sink. He is not getting the Smith, so we'll see what VeXtopher gets with the Smith.
Yeah, this is definitely, yep, I have no plans on doing Smith's Chain right now. I'm going to go straight to pod. Because Hype Cave had a whole lot of nothing, so...
Well, I once heard a very wise person say that Smith Chain doesn't exist.
And it might pay off here for GGW, because look at that. It was just, unfortunately for Vex, 5 rupees.
Yeah, and I don't think he's about to do Purple Chest.
I would be surprised if he did.
I think he's going to take the Fire Rod and do Skullwoods.
He could. That's an option. He hasn't gone in there yet at all, so that Fire Rod could still come out huge. And that's exactly where he's going.
Oh, and welcome to our rating party of 62 from SpeedGaming 4. Just noticed that.
Let's see. And he's going straight to the back. He's not even going to check the front. So this is going to be a good time save for him.
Wow, yeah.
Meanwhile, GGW's probably eyeing pot at this point.
Yeah, with no hammer, you have to go through Dark Lake Hylia here. I don't even know if that's its actual name.
An island of some sorts, right? And not even considering Pyramid Fairy, or Pyramid Ledge, I mean. It's going straight to pod.
Seems reasonable with this approach that, you know, if you don't like what you get out of pod, then you do Pyramid Ledge and Catfish.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Now, Swap's a pendant, so we might not see the mirror before GT.
Yeah, that is true. I would be a little shocked. It's so rare to come across those seeds where, you know, a mirror just sitting up there in GT. But it'd be great too, because that means Swamp would never be an option for these runners. Okay, we're about to come across here the Mothula fight for Vex. So with Tempered Sword, it shouldn't be a problem, but Vex could still be pretty annoying to deal with.
Okay, pod not logically bow-locked.
Because GGW has a bottle, right? Yeah, he got a bottle.
Yeah, he got a potion, so he's all set to potion glitch here if necessary, but I think with it not being logically bow-locked, you check what's in logic first.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, I think he got like 2 hits in there so far. Oh, never mind, that was 3 or 4. But this will be our first item, Heart Piece.
And 2 keys here, so you go check the vanilla big key chest.
Let's see, are we going to find anything in here, Drossi?
Hammer? French vanilla hammer?
That would be big. That would definitely be big. Oh, you get a vanilla big key.
Yeah, French vanilla hammer would send GGW back to Thieves Town and get his fire rod.
Oh, that's a find.
That it is.
Very good find.
And that also means that the right side is 2 small keys, which also means that the rest of pod is logically bow-locked.
Yeah, so everything else that GGW does from here is going to be bow-locked. Did you see that lovely item that Vex just picked up?
I missed it.
That was Canis Maria.
Oh, how about that? So he could do Meyer now if he wanted.
Yeah, and I think that's probably on his mind right now. And there he goes. Yep. So that's actually really good. Kiting a Canis Maria back of Skullwoods, that's a big plus for him right now. And as Kane leads to Hammer, then that's even bigger.
Yeah, so, you know, that gamble, after not getting a small key in the front of Thieves Town, playing the 50-50 that he wouldn't be leaving anything in Big Chest paid off big with that Fire Rod.
Oh, definitely. Right now, what GGW has going for him is that mirror. Oh, taking a fall.
Not happy there.
Yeah. Alright, so this is something I'm curious to see if there is an item on video or not. They could just, come in here, gotten both sides, and then leave till later. Oh, that mirror also opens up Swamp. Wait, we don't have Hammer, never mind.
I mean, maybe Hammer's in the first chest swamp.
No, we don't speak of that. That's,
Hey, there's our third medallion.
Oh, wow, so no need to worry about medallions today. Well, not that it matters. We already have Bombas from Meyer. We don't even
And we
want
sure
right?
hope nothing's in TR.
Yeah, no.
I mean, between the two runners, we can get into... No, we need the hammer or the hook shot to get over to East Death Mountain.
Yeah. I'm sure we're about to find one of those here very soon on Wizbex. Oh.
Ooh.
Lovely. I mean, we already have Desert Axes with Mirror on hand.
We got the compass also, so Helma King has an item, right?
Oh, we're going to Eastern. Okay, I'm a little surprised by this, but...
I'm very surprised. GGW doesn't seem like the sort who'd go into Eastern without the bow, but I guess he figures he's here anyway and got the mirror.
Yeah, I might as well get this out of the way. I mean, the mirror right now only opens up, 2, 3 mirror checks plus her.
Oh!
Okay.
They had access to the hook shot for quite a while, but neither of them wanted to go into Meyer without Samaria.
So, hook shot and Kane. That's pretty big.
VeXtopher is just making all the plays so far. I mean, GGW's only advantage is the mirror right now. And I guess the book's locking anything.
Do you remember where we got the big key?
Of Meyer, no, not particularly.
Oh, lovely bottle. That's both items.
Yeah.
Wait,
Good
Vex
deal.
got the hook shot in Compass room, right? Compass chest?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
So cutscene chest must have a dungeon item. Map or compass.
Yeah. If a small key is... Okay, GGW is going to go here, Desert. It is in Logic with that mirror, but that book right now he has currently out of Logic, and he's getting the cape. Because why not?
Just as a safety, interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the cane, that blue cane.
Now, VeXtopher has no access to Desert. Because...
No.
Oh!
Oh, well, hello.
Hi, Bo.
Like a GGW shake his head there.
Required double dip of pod.
Yeah, with both book and mirror in there, and the bow sitting here in Desert, that's pretty fun.
That is a hard required double dip of pod.
Yeah. Wait, he just got the big key. He's going to go for the 50-50 here, which is, reasonable.
Yeah.
If you get the item here on Landmall, you completely skip having to get the small key in the big chest and then going right side for, possibly map and compass.
Meanwhile, VeXtopher is almost at Vidi. He's gonna have to do this entirely with the Tempered Sword, which isn't horrible. He's got his Cane of Burna out. Lagorific, but good protection.
Yeah. The one thing you don't want to do here is die with a boss. It's okay to, use a little time here, use a little safeties. As long as you don't die, it was definitely worth it.
And we're on to ping pong.
Alright, it shouldn't be a problem from here from this point on. But yeah, getting both items.
GGW not having that fire rod, he's going to have to do spin attacks here.
Yeah. Or it could go NMG strats.
2 tempered spins per head. Or 4 tempered slashes.
Okay. That was a small key on Vidi, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there was one small key outstanding. It couldn't be in the cutscene chest.
No. So if GGW were to go here, he could rule out that hook shot is logically Samaria locked. With a big key being on the right side and small key on Vidi, it's technically Samaria locked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what you're getting at. Yeah, it is technically.
So if you were to look for King of Samaria, he could try to maybe narrow that down.
We're going to get the East F Mountain play here.
Yeah, this is not bad. Because in his mind, maybe, the hammer's probably going to be here. He's got, what, 20 plus checks coming for him right now?
Yeah, he doesn't have the mirror or the hammer, so he can't get to Hera.
No. So, hammer will most likely be here at this point. But the unfortunate part is, with that bow being where it is, he's not going to be able to single dip.
So to address chat, the left side of pod is logically locked by all 3 small keys. Therefore, if the boss has a small key and the boss is cane locked, the left side of Meyer is cane locked.
Yeah. Meyer, not pod, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know what you meant, though. There's a hammer.
You were right. There's the hammer.
Okay, so he's going to be able to go clear Hera if he wants to now.
And GGW absolutely needs to go into Meyer.
Yeah. Question is, when is he going to decide to do Thieves Town to push him to Skullwoods? I could see him even doing Hera before even touching Thieves Town at this point.
Yeah, he's fluting away.
Yeah, Vex. Yeah, there he goes. So Hera play. Oh, are we in no mode already?
No, we need... Oh, no! Oh, right, we don't need Ice Rod, do we? I guess this is no mode.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, that seems pretty quick, but, that's good for... Well, Vex needs Mirror and the bow. GW needs Fire Rod, Cane, and Hookshot. I don't see him doing Ice before... I'm just trying to think of the scenario. Oh, Vex going for the bug net? Oh, almost caught it.
And we're going to have convergence here in Hera.
I'm really curious to see how this plays out. Because Vex could be tempted to go into TR looking for maybe Mirror Bow. Oh, there's what would have been Half Magic.
Another thing that got nerfed in this mode.
One of my favorite items too. Oh, GW doesn't have the hook shot here, so Vex is gonna save time over GW here with a hook shot on hand. Seems like he's going for...
Not doing the hook speed strats, but the bomb strats, which he didn't quite line up.
Oh, did he get that bomb while I was midair? I think this is not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. You see how it's being bounced downwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have caught... I don't know what item Moldrum dropped while it was up in the air.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. I don't know the details, but I've heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you got an item that Moldrum drops while it's up in the air... Oh, there's a second item, so... No need to worry about... What is it? Cutscene. Big key chest today.
And right, no coffee breaks for us.
Alright, so what is his next play going to be? I'm really curious to see what these two runners do, because right now...
This is great. Toffile, our tracker, is spelling out what the game wanted you to do logically to beat Blind. Because remember, Blind is logically hammer-locked with the small key and the big chest there.
Yeah.
So the game wanted you to go into Thieves, get the Fire Rod out of Blind Cell, take that to the back of Skull Woods to get Samaria, go into Mire, get all the keys, including the one from Vitreous, before you go to left side to get the compass, to the hookshot out of Compass Chest, then hookshot to East Death Mountain to get the hammer out of Paradox Cave, and then go back and beat Blind.
Isn't logic fun?
Yes, of course.
That is pretty gross. So if you know, just knowing all that, it's just sounds pretty disgusting. All right, so GGW, Thieves Town or North Darkworld checks?
Hopefully Thieves Town. I mean, he's running out of stuff.
Yeah, and for his sake, he's going to be doing North Darkworld checks, which isn't bad. He has Graveyard Edge, maybe Catfish?
Is he really going to go all the way to Catfish here?
Oh, very good. Vex catching himself a fairy there. That might come in handy, you never know. So all those medallions on hand. And just bombos. I think that was our first medallion we caught too.
The single arrow in Spiral Cave. GGW's probably never going to go to Spiral Cave because by the time he gets up there, he should be in go mode.
Yeah. Yeah, because once he goes Paradox...
oh no. Catfish play.
Yeah. I mean, he's just cleaning up his bases before maybe making the play over to Thieves Town, because he has Thieves Town and Ice Palace open to him right now.
And I'd rather do Thieves Town without the hammer than Ice Palace without the hammer.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a safe play for him to make after Catfish here. Oh, he also has Pyramid Fairy, who chooses to go far down there.
And well, Pyramid Ledge, he can't do Pyramid Fairy until he beats Thieves Town.
Oh, right. Oh, that would open up Thieves Town for him too. Oh, he's not even doing Pyramid Fairy, which is good for him. Oh, Vex is getting the mushroom.
Yeah, so all this stuff is taking Vex away from Pod. Ooh, GGW is going into Mire. He will be getting his hookshot here.
Okay, so... I'm really curious to know if GGW is going to be able to figure out the logic here for Mire. Because that could save him a lot of time narrowing down where that Canis of Mire could be.
Right, because once you get... The only way Cutscene Chest can have a small key is if Compass Chest has the big key. Since it doesn't, it has the hookshot. He'll know by elimination that he must have a small key.
Well, the small keys could be anywhere, minus Vidi as well, right side that is.
Well, once he clears right side, because you better believe he's going to be looking for both items in here.
Yeah, if you want to stick, pay attention to that. You definitely want to open up without chest, even if you get all the items, just to see if Vidi has a small key. All right. Well, he will be rewarded though with being able to grab both items here in one dip.
Vex doing Spike Cave.
Yeah, this is fair for him. It's in logic, so he's still looking for the bow, and that's all he needs, a bow.
Yeah. But of course, we know he'll need to get into Pod to get his mirror.
Oh.
Useless Ice Rod.
Oh, I hope he doesn't go into...
That would be funny if it, lures him into...
Oh, and he's going there? I think he's going to go make a play. He has Ice Palace open, though.
Oh, no, right.
Oh, no.
He's got the flute out, okay.
Yeah, what am I thinking? Never mind. He has a mushroom.
Mushroom turn-in, I guess.
He has Ice Palace. He wants to focus on Crystal Dungeons right now. And right now, those are the only two he could do. Or, Ice Palace is the only one he can do right now. Funny how Pod is locking mirror that's blocking, progression for 3 crystal dungeons. So there's hookshot.
realizing how long ago he could have had that hook shot.
Yeah. The question is though, if he's gonna pay attention to the keys here, that's gonna be big.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes and does thieves after this, and then follows that fire rod to the back of Skull Woods,
Yeah.
he'll be in go mode as soon as he goes up the mountain and gets his hammer.
Yeah. Yep. There's key number 2 for GGW, so he should already know. Third one's either here on Vidi. Gets the second item.
And get right. So if he's counting, he knows Vidi has to have the third small key in that his hookshot is Samaria locked.
Yeah. So the way it's looking, GGW is never, TR is never going to be an option for GGW because Kane is probably going to be his Goma at this point. Vex, on the other hand, do you think he'll be tempted to go to Bowless Pod before making, maybe possibly making the TR play? Looking for Bow? Maybe Buckmere?
That is the question. Right, the big question is, what does Vex do after this? And for that matter, what does GGW do after he gets his hammer here in Paradox Cave?
Okay, he already finished Hera. Ice Palace is probably going to be something he does.
Nice bomb placement there. That's definitely a heads-up strat.
We would also have... Pyramid Fairy would also be open for GGW and Vex. No, Vex? No.
No, GGW will only have Pyramid Fairy once he finishes Thieves Town.
Right. Vex is not going to have that problem because once he gets that mirror, he's going to go do Desert. Then he'll find his bow for go mode, so...
And I sure hope GGW would do back of Skull Woods before he does Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah. I think at this point he might just delay Skull Woods until pretty close to the end. Because he's also going to have Swamp to choose over Skull Woods, so...
But he knows there are 2 items in the back, and those are relatively quick as opposed to opening Swamp.
Yeah. And if he kept knowledge of, that hook being Kane locked, he would know it can't be in Swamp. Well, it could be in Swamp. It could be in the first chest, but that's it. After that, it's hammer locked, and the hammer being where it was, behind the hook shot, which is behind Kane.
GGW has no magic to open Turtle Rock, but he will never need to go into Turtle Rock because with Kane being Fire Rod locked, Kane is his go mode, necessarily.
Oh, I just realized.
What?
He's not gonna be able to touch TR today, Vex. It's Quake Medallion, which is in Pod.
Oh! Well,
so
that works out well for Vex then.
Yeah, and Mir being in there, yeah, he's not gonna have a lot left. So this is good news for Vex, but GGW is pretty bad news because he's gonna have a lot open now. He has a Smith's Chain. He has Thieves Town. He's gonna get the Fire Rod. Fire Rod will open up Ice Palace. He'll probably clear that before touching any pendant dungeons. So it's gonna take a while too without the Cane of Samari on hand.
Looks like he's gonna finish off Pod and Eastern first.
Yeah, I mean, you want to finish your Crystal Dungeons first, that's for sure.
Alright, get him out of the way. Vex is about to get his 4th crystal. GGW will have 4 crystals when he finishes Pod and Eastern, but that's a good 4 or 5 minutes to get to the bosses in both of those combined.
Yeah.
So then it's like, what is Vex gonna do in those probably 3 or 4 minutes that he has while GGW is getting these 2 crystals? Now remember, he's not going to have an instant go mode. He'll have to first do Pod. We'll see if he thinks about the logic. Then do Desert, and then he'll be in go mode.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be the first play he makes after making the pod play. With Mirror open, that opens up your next available Crystal Desert. I can't imagine him making the Swamp play. Not when you have a clearable Crystal. Alright, there's the third item. Oh, he looks pretty relieved right there. Did he make a gamble?
Maybe he skipped iced tea?
He looks pretty relieved there.
I don't remember him going into... Oh, he forgot the big chest is what chat's saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So he saved time. Not opening that chest.
Well, he did say he was gonna skip things left and right in this seed, and the big thing that paid off there was being willing to do the back of Thieves Town in his first dip.
Right.
He is not going to pod the... Oh, he got the shovel, I see.
Was the shovel nice, fellas?
I guess it must have been.
Nice heart piece.
Oh, is Vex going to do Purple Chest and Magic Bat?
Oh, he must have...
Or at least Magic Bat.
Yeah, Magic Bat. Oh, right. He also has Hammer Pigs now open to him, along with the isolated Purple Chest.
Right.
It's a good way to group them up together, though.
And I can understand that he wants to see if he can get the bow before he goes into pod, but that's not going to happen, just like GGW is not going to find Samaria anytime soon.
Yeah.
But GGW if GGW has been thinking through things, he has to know that Samaria can't be behind Hammer.
No.
And that, if he's thinking that through, that will hopefully keep him out of ice looking for Samaria, because so much stuff in there is logically hammer-locked.
Yeah. He could still go make the play, because it's a crystal, but yeah, without that cane, it is going to be a time spent there. A big time loss.
But yeah, this is what happens when dungeons lock the things you want to go into the dungeon.
Yeah. Well, Vex is going for Purple Chest Hammer Pigs here. Yeah, because...
So just to reiterate to chat, neither runner did cutscene chest, but GGW should know because of Meyer key logic that cutscene chest can't be the small key, so the remaining small key had to be on Vidi.
Yeah. Yeah, Vex doesn't have much left. He's going to be bottlenecked into pod here very soon. He has Pyramid Ledge, Catfish. After this, pod is just locking too much right now.
Right, he can't do Pyramid Fairy because he can't get into Desert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, GGW doing his normal gamble that he's not too happy about, but...
Fortunately for him, it's going to work out, though.
Yeah, 10 times out of 10, he will skip the vanilla big key chest if he's down to one remaining item.
Vex going to do after Purple Chest, because... Yeah, there's just not much left for him.
But this has given GGW time to even up the crystal count.
Yeah. He also that's Eastern if he chooses to do so. Okay, he's gonna go to Dark World here.
Yeah, where's he gonna go? That wasn't a flute to 5.
No, so it's probably Pyramid Ledge. I mean, if it was going Pyramid Ledge, it probably would have been faster to flute over to 5. Okay.
And that bloopy on Armos Knights could have been another bottle for all we know.
Looks like GGW's kind of thinking here.
So it looks like Vex is going to hard last locate pod.
Yeah. Which is fair. I mean, he doesn't have much left here.
And GGW is going to CAC Portal, so this should get him into Thieves, should get his Fire Rod.
Yeah. Thieves Town, probably finish up Mist Chain, possibly?
Right, so what's the clowniest thing GGW could do here after getting his Fire Rod?
Oh, this is gonna... I mean, it's just, I don't know.
I mean, aren't you supposed to have insight into the clown mentality?
Yeah, I would say go straight to Turtle Rock, but we don't have the cane. A little hard to do that without that cane. So he gets his Fire Rod here. I think he's gonna go Ice Palace after, you know, Hammer Pigs and Purple Chest. After that, that's gonna, whatever decision he makes after that will, you know, probably tell us at that point if he's paying attention in logic or not.
Right. Well, I mean, how much of Ice Palace he checks will tell us if he's paying attention, because
Oh, right.
as
Yeah,
we've discussed, Samaria can't be hammerlocked.
yeah. So if he goes checking the hard Hammerlock location, like, you know, all of right side Ice Palace, then that's bad for
Or
him.
rather, he'll learn that Samaria can't be.
Oh, is he going to Eastern first?
Wait.
Okay, well, this is a little unfortunate for him. Oh, you know, this is going to be a double dip.
Right, because we needed the hook shot to get the hammer. We logically need Samaria to get the hook shot. So, right, Samaria can't be hammerlocked. Oh, so
Yeah.
unfortunately for Vex, this Eastern play isn't going to pay off, though we may find out what's in the vanilla big key chest. I think the compass, right?
Probably the compass. This is good news for GGW. This is time he actually needs right now over Vex. Because depending on what he does, he has TR fully open and Swamp Palace fully open.
Oh, I just realized that, of course, you know, Vex playing this without the mirror. I caught that little smirk on GGW's face.
He is normally one to make that gamble, and today decides not to do it, and definitely not happy. I mean, at least he feels safe knowing he wasn't going to leave any potential items behind. Probably wondered too, did my opponent come in here earlier on, get this Fire Rod?
So yeah, without the mirror, I think Vex's play of doing Eastern before Pod is totally defensible.
For sure.
Because after Pod, you need to save and quit to get to Eastern, whereas after Eastern, you just need to flute back to 5.
Alright, so probably Hammer Pegs, Purple Chest, maybe even K45. I don't remember if he did that or not.
No, I don't think he did K45 or Bombos. Yeah, you're right. He's going south here.
Oh, he's not going to do Smiths at all either. He didn't do Smiths.
Well, I've heard that a certain runner-up in the main tourney has told him the Smiths doesn't exist, and he's taking that to heart.
Yeah, I mean, this is good news for him. I thought he would check it, though, with mirror on hand.
What was that, the Bloomerang?
That was, I think, I did not catch that. Was that arrows in the, on the big key chest?
No, that was the compass in the big key chest, as we were discussing. It would be. No, that was arrows and hammer pegs.
Right.
And he's doing Magic Bat here, which we also know is nothing. What is Vex doing? Oh, he was just getting the free refill from.
Where's he going? Oh, wrong flute?
I guess wrong flute.
There you go. That's where he wants to go.
Okay, yeah. He's out of options. He has to go here.
Yeah, the clock's ticking right now for GGW. Depending on what he does next year, I think it's going to be Ice Palace. Or Pyramid Fairy. Oh, he hasn't done Pyramid Lich either.
Yeah, but, like...
Yeah.
So he's not following the logic, because Pyramid Fairy is hammerlocked.
Actually, Pyramid Fairy could have the hammer. No, not the hammer. It could have the cane.
Blind is logically hammerlocked.
Oh, right.
He was in the big chest.
I forgot about that. Yep, yeah. So this is nothing that, I mean, this already tells us that he's not paying attention to that, unfortunately. Hook shot, Kane hawking like a hook shot.
Would you like to give him the logic lesson during the interview?
I'll make sure he remembers it. I don't think he'll forget after today.
But yes, the important lesson here is break logic all you want. Just remember where you've broken logic, because that can help you find things. That there's no way GGW would be doing Pyramid Fairy if he had kept track of the logic.
All right, maybe we'll get... No, we already have silvers here.
Well, we get a free bottle fill.
Yes, this is... Yeah, this is not looking good at all for GGW because, yeah, he's probably thinking Swamp or TR at this point. No, not TR, Swamp. Looks like an attractive play after maybe Ice Palace. Yeah, here's the Ice play.
And he's probably going to full clear it without Icebreaker.
All right, we got the mirror here on Vex's side, knowing we're bowlocked, but he's going to continue on state. No, okay, this is good for him. So this is very unfortunate now. The clock's ticking now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so just basically worked out that Vex was locked out of more places without that mirror than GGW is without the Fire Rod and Samaria.
Yeah.
Like...
I guess a cape. Hey, that's a nice safety.
They both went for the cape. But yeah, if Turtle Rock hadn't been Quake, Vex could have easily wound up in there, but it was in the back of Pod, bow-locked.
And at 105, 52-ish, 53, Vex hits go mode. GGW has to go straight to Swamp Palace after Skullwoods, or I mean after Ice Palace if he wants to have a chance right now.
You mean Skullwoods?
Words.
I was gonna say, how does he have a chance at Swamp Palace?
Yeah. No, he has to go straight to Skullwoods first.
Right, but hey, we get to see a nice old-fashioned Ice Palace bomb jump.
Remember the good old days when we had to go through this old method here, use this old technique?
I have to say, I was cynical when Icebreaker was first legalized, but after seeing just how much more sane it makes Ice Palace...
Now these days you see a lot of runners holding out on Ice Palace until maybe they could get their hands on that cane.
Right.
Alright, just rushing Desert here. He doesn't need anything else. He has Tempered, he has Silvers. He's good to go. Alright, so is GGW going to go beyond this chest? Yeah, that's unfortunate. So full clearing this dungeon because he has a big key already for Pod. He already has a big key to Eastern. That was a compass in the first chest. GGW also got the big key for Maya, right? Yeah, he got the big key. He got both items and the big key. Yeah, last item was on video, I recall. So the big key is here. You know, right side's actually hookshot locked. So that shovel.
So again,
I mean, these, you know, it may seem insignificant, but they do, you know, help you out in the long run if you keep tabs on logic to narrow down the location of certain items. It does help a lot. All right, so after Ice Palace, I'm gonna see him probably do the, you know, shovel check. After that, it's just what does he do?
that was a little swaggy Samaria toss by Vex there. It's like, I'm in the lead now. How about that? I'm gonna toss that Samaria like nobody's business.
You know, why not? All right, about to see a cold stare fight here by GGW. Oh, Bombo strat here.
Actually, in terms of lead, you know, both of the runners are about to be at 6 crystals, but Vex can just mirror and charge Armos Knights. GGW needs to get to Skull Woods.
Yeah, right now it's looking like Vex is just slightly ahead. Just because.
If GGW does Skull Woods next.
Yeah, let's see what he does here after this. Gets his third item. It's not happy. It's not the cane. Where do you go?
I hope he doesn't do Swamp. That would be awful.
All right, we get the mirror.
No. No.
This is not the right play for him, unfortunately. That was a very quick fight there by Vex. Nice
At
job.
this rate, Vex will finish and GGW won't be in go mode.
Yeah, he's going. Oh, K45 maybe? Tablet? Oh, he has a tablet check too. Okay, so that's K45. Probably trying to combo this with Shovel Spot? Because Mirror could also have, you know, the Mirror checks could have the Cane of Samaria. But we're still sticking to logic here. But seeing how he's saving that portal there, I think he's probably eyeing Swamp Palace right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, could be for Bombos as well.
Oh, there's also Bombos, right? Bombos. But yeah, Vex is about to get his crystal here.
Yeah, just needs to make his way to Armos Knights.
Here's a Bombo Salad check. Yeah, and these two runners are well equipped too. They got what, 11 hearts, silvers, tempered sword, blue mail, 2 bottles, all the safeties you can ask for.
So now he's probably going Swamp.
Yeah, at this point he has nothing else left. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for him. Maybe he probably didn't pay attention to it much. I'm not sure, but yeah, it is going to be a pretty big time loss here. Because the best thing you get it. Wait, what?
Oh, no.
Mushroom turning? Okay, yeah. I'm actually surprised he didn't do this earlier on.
And that is VeXtopher's 7th crystal, which means we have a little game. Spam integers from 1 to 22 in the chat. How many checks do you think it'll be to find the Ganon Tower Big Key?
See, I'm going to go with 16. You have a favorite number you normally go with?
I usually go with 10, but I particularly like to see it in the first chest and rando room, which is
Okay.
sometimes 10 and sometimes 14.
All right. So
Where's your 16? Is 16 like
it's
in
actually
the behind Armos Knights, or is it in rando room?
no random room usually. I like to always assume it's probably going to be in there somewhere.
And yes, you can also use your points, whether you think it's going to be on the left side versus the right side or back, which
So
is a
it's
50-50 bet.
wait, left side or right side? What does ice armors count as?
Well, that's why I
Oh,
said
right
right
side.
side
Oh,
or
right,
back.
right, right. Okay,
Bob's
yeah.
chest and Ice Armos are back.
Okay, so I'm kind of curious if Vex had that Quake on hand, do you think he would have made the TR play before Eastern Pod?
We can ask him that in the interview. I'm curious.
Yeah, because the way he last located Eastern and Pod made me think that's probably something he didn't want to touch until he was forced to. Because it is a pretty nasty location for the boat to be, right? Or kind of be in, I guess.
So once again, GGW is out of logic. I mean, Samaria could have very painfully been in first chest swamp, but logic dictates it absolutely can't be back here.
Yeah, the most it could have been would have been the first chest of swamp. After that, it couldn't be here. Oh, there's no small key in Hoprin? Oh, there was. Oh, he's choosing to do right side at the end, it looks like.
That's interesting.
Okay, so...
Wonder if it'll work out.
Well, fortunately for him, he has a lot of time to work with, so...
Oh, did GGW discard delay or something?
Uh... Might be technical issues, but... Oh, there's a big key, too. What was that, 3? No, 4. That was 4.
His stream is offline. He has discarded delay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
So
I think it's fair to say, wonder why, what happened here.
that was a quick big key in any case.
Yeah, so that was number 4. So whoever predicted left side, you're winners.
Yeah. I mean, sorry that like this obviously spoils the outcome of the race, but we did kind of see where it was going at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, even if he had found some Mario, let's say in Swamp, he would have had to. It was just still a bit too far at that point. But good try for GGW though. He did put up a good fight here. It's a bit unfortunate with that Kane location though for him. Probably had the mindset too of I already touched Skull Woods. I got nothing out of it. I'm not going to go back there again. And that is 2 items versus 6 items as well.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why we're not getting audio from Vex. I approved it.
But he is making good work of this gauntlet here.
Why is the tracker shut down?
Whoops. Nice use of powder there. Lamos getting away from him, unfortunately. All right, having a little rough time here with Lamos. All right, there you go, and he got it.
There we go.
There you go.
SG3 has been acting up tonight. Just getting this channel on before the races of this evening was a bit of a challenge, so. Pardon the technical difficulties.
A few minor issues here and there, but hey, we still got to see a good match here.
And yes, just to reiterate the discussion in chat, for the benefit of anyone watching this later on YouTube, the runners are streaming under a 20-minute delay. What happened here is that sometime after GGW realized he'd lost, he decided just to cut stream, but that then doesn't play out the 20-minute delay. So we didn't see the last 20 minutes of his stream.
Right. Yeah, at that point too, he might have hit go mode too when, you know, the opponent did finish up, but, you know, he just didn't want to continue at that point, which is understandable.
Yeah.
You know, delaying Thieves Town, normally a lot of people do that. It just, you know, unfortunately didn't work out in this particular seed.
And Vex getting the last chest just for good measure.
Hey, it's
you never know, if 8.5 hearts and blue mail, you might die on Aga 2, right?
Hey, you can never have enough safeties. Things can go wrong. Things can go sideways. Ganon hugs happen.
Oh, and regarding chat, first of all, this mode doesn't allow Butter Sword. Second of all, it was in King's Tomb.
Oh, right, we find them all really quickly.
And Half Magic's also nerfed, and that was in the front chest of Hera.
One of the things I do like too, Half Magic, it's so nice to have. Practically never have to worry about magic usage.
But it's nice that they have different items for some of the things they've nerfed, so you know where the fourth sword was, you know where Half Magic was. You just don't know the difference between, like, red mail and an extra bottle or whatever. Extra shield.
Alright, looks like we are going to manage to get a sub 125 here. Very good time overall.
Yeah. Right, got silvers. Even if we don't get the 1-1, it should still be a pretty quick phase 1 and 2.
I always find it awkward when Ganon just kind of stands that way.
And it looks like we are going to get the 1-1, especially with that cape use.
Yeah, just go ahead and spam it. Don't even worry about it. You got silver arrows. Magic isn't really a big concern.
It's already got the silvers out. You can get in one hit before the lights go out. If you set it up really nicely, you can get 2.
Yeah. Alrighty, just like that, we're already in phase 3 and phase 4 right after this final jump. And there's that double.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh. Managed to get the torch glitch too.
And get your GGs in chat for VeXtopher.
Yeah, big GGs to him, finishing this off in sub 123 it looks like.
Yup. He gets an official race time of 1:22:54.
Oh, look at it. Look at the how happy he looks.
Yeah, he can't believe that he actually... And thanks, Solsky. Wonder if Act the Boker sponsored this seed.
Yeah, just looking at the expression on his face, definitely, full, you know, very happy, surprised.
Sorry, because the tracker app is acting up. There we go, got them marked. It should also send them automated invites, so hopefully we will have them in here for interviews shortly. Hope GGW has, recovered a bit that he's still willing to talk.
Yeah. He might have not just been paying attention to that hook shot, but, it happens to us all, right? It just, one of those moments, like, not really paying attention logic. In this case, it would have helped him out a lot, but, we've all had those moments.
We've got VeXtopher in the waiting room. There we go. GG, dude.
Yeah, GG's, Vex.
GG's.
That was quite a look on your face when you beat Ganon.
Yeah.
What's going through your head at that point?
I got to about Landmill 2, and I was like, he's not done yet. I don't know. I think I'm well aware that I was definitely the underdog in this race, because GGW's amazing.
Well, I mean, your willingness to skip things is what paid off. He didn't want to do the back of Thieves Town without the hammer. You did.
Yeah, that kind of worked out since the small key was in there, so.
Yeah, I mean, once you get through the front and don't have the small key, it's a 50-50 in the back.
Yep, and then anything, and at that point I kind of figured, I'll just beat blind, and if I get an item there, I'll know that the hammer's not behind it, so.
Yeah, and there was still one dungeon item left too, besides the small key. So it was really like, there was a 2/3 chance you'd be okay and get all the and get all the items. So
yeah, I was really happy when I saw the heart piece in the attic. I was kind of like, now it's better than 50-50.
Yeah, definitely. And GGW did the front of Skullwoods and then discovered both items were in the back.
Oh.
And never went back after getting that fire rod.
Yeah, that might have pushed him from, wanting to go back over there to, over Swamp Palace.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel that. I kind of made the decision before. Like, I knew I had to try to skip some stuff and, not do some of those extra clearing things to even, have a shot. So I was like, nope, not going to Skullwoods. I'm going straight down into VOO, into Thieves Town, and then south. And when I got the fire rod, I kind of went back to Skullwoods for the 2 items. Kind of figured, well, it seemed like the best option. I didn't have any clearable dungeons at that point, and I didn't have any mountain access, so it wasn't any worse than anything else I could have done, besides dipping Bowlist, Eastern, and Pod.
Right. Well, I mean, GGW did as well. He just did them relatively early, and that took him to Desert, and then he got his bow.
Yeah, that would make sense. I kind of lucked out in being, getting the mirror last out of Pod, and then going straight into Desert and finding bow for go mode. It was kind of just worked out that way. Then I got to skip all the mirror checks.
Yeah, and well, GGW could have skipped all the hammer locked checks if he had been following the logic there, and that would have probably made for a pretty close race with you being mirror locked out of your progression, and if he had realized he was hammer locked out of his progression.
The hook shot that you got in Misery Mire was technically Kane of Samaria locks. So if he was following logic, he could have tried to, piece together that the Kane had to be in back of Skull Woods instead of Swamp Palace.
Well, it could have been left side swamp, right? Because mirror was available.
No, because
it could have been the first chest, but
right.
mirror was on the mountain locked by hookshot. Okay, I gotcha.
So, I mean, it could have been in there, but yeah, it worked out very well for you, going to Thieves Town straight to Skull Woods to pick up the cane leading to the hookshot, and then pretty much everything else in the mountain. Only nasty location with that, silly mirror and pod leading you to the, desert with the bow, so.
I was convinced I was going to get the bow out of Pod, and I saw the mirror and I was like, oh no, this is really bad. And then I was like, well, I guess I can go to desert and cross my fingers.
Yeah, Quake was also in there, which opened up TR. Fortunately for GGW, that was not going to be an option, was Kane being go mode, but Swamp was kind of a worry for, Kind of made us wonder if he would choose Swamp over Skullwoods at that point.
Yeah, I guess if you don't realize that the hammer's locked, then Swamp looks really appealing.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even think about whether or not it was locked at that point because I already had Samaria, so.
Oh, yeah.
Think of it. Mine just kind of flowed.
Right. Yeah, no, you were just doing everything you could, and fortunately, you were locked out of enough places that eventually you got funneled to pod. And once you got the mirror, you realized pretty quickly where you needed to go.
I hard last located the mirror. That was actually my last logical check in the game was mirror.
Oh, right, because of locked rest. That was the other thing. GGW used the bottle glitch and went to the back of pod, even though he knew it had to be bow locked with the 2 small keys on the right side.
I was in BOGO mode, so I was like, I'm not gonna do any of those shenanigans over in pod because in BOGO mode, I'm just gonna follow the pod key logic correctly to, see if I can find the bow. And I knew I'd have to find something.
So the back of pod, this you might find interesting, had not just Book, but also Quake, which is what was needed for Turtle Rock.
Oh, so both desert access.
And we were wondering if you had been able to get into Turtle Rock, would you have dipped it before you found your way to pod?
That's a really good question. After getting the ice out of the Spike Cave,
right?
Maybe. I was when I checked the medallion, I was really hoping for Quake because I was like, man, I'm gonna not be able to skip this. Because at that point you're looking at a fully clearable TR with a ton of items in it, or bowless pod or Eastern for me. That would have been what I had left at that point, right?
Right, you didn't want to go into Bolus Pod and Eastern any more than GGW wanted to do the back of Thievestown without the hammer.
Yeah. I kind of, at the beginning of the seed, I kind of said, it would be pretty easy for anyone to decide to just gamble on Aga for that seed. Because we had Aga Tower access prior to me going to Saha's Closet and getting the flute, and then I fluted to Igina to get the mitts, right? And so I was kind of like, well, maybe another shot is if GGW, maybe just said, okay, well, it's an Aga seed and didn't check for his mitts down in Igina.
Oh, actually, the flute was a big bailout for you because GGW did the kind of alternative routing where you skip the dam and go directly to Mini Moldorm Cave, and then he went back and bundled the dam with Igina.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the other route. I've seen that one. A lot of people like that one in Kaz Boots.
So I'm guessing you wouldn't have returned to Igina so readily if you hadn't gotten the flute, and were you starting to think about the Aga climb?
Well, if I hadn't found the flute, I would have done Aga. Yeah, I absolutely would have just climbed the Aga Tower. But with the flute, I was like, okay, well, I'll go activate this and flute over, check the desert ledge, and then check Igina's cave, and then do Aga. I was not dipping Eastern, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that neither of you had any plans to dip Eastern.
Although I did do Eastern before pod at the end, of course. I was like, well, there's 3 guaranteed items here, and at most 2.
Well, without the mirror, that's a totally reasonable play.
3 was greater than 2, guaranteed, basically. So I was like, all right, well. And then when I didn't get anything, I kind of, at that point, I was like, well, pod's got something.
Pod could theoretically have 3. If you get 3 small keys in the front, then you logically have... Oh, no, right.
It wouldn't have been logical, though, right?
Yeah, so... No, that could still be. If you get 3 small keys in the front, and there's only 1 small key on Bolocked side, then Compass Chest and Rupee Basement are logically not Bolocked.
Yep.
No. See?
So there could theoretically be 2 items there plus 1 item that you'd have access to in the front. But yeah, that's an edge case, though. It did make a difference in a group stage race in the main tournament, where there was a bow in the back of pod that was not logically bow locked. But yeah, edge case, and no, as I say, totally reasonable to do Eastern before Pod in that situation.
Yeah, I was a lot of times my cat, like when I do practice seeds or when I do seeds in general, I end up at the end kind of looking for one thing and way over clearing. But this one just kind of, the one progression kind of bled into another piece of progression for me, and I just kept going into crystal dungeons and then the largest density locations, and kind of worked out for once.
Yeah, well, GG's again. I haven't looked. Do you know who your next opponent's going to be?
Oh, I didn't even consider it, so no.
Yeah, I
You
was
just assumed you'd be in the losers bracket. I see how it is.
no, I was actually just taking a peek like that of that right now. It's looking like his next opponent will be Yoke. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm even saying that right.
Awesome.
I don't know. I haven't looked. I'm just trying to get it up myself now.
Yeah, but how do you feel now coming out of here, taking a win out of GGW?
I don't know. It does feel pretty good. I'll say that. Because GGW is very good. So it's the kind of racer that I watch on the league channels and be like, man, I wish I was that good.
Yeah. No, this was definitely fun to watch. But yeah, like we said too early on, anybody could beat anybody here in the top 128. So, just because one is favored doesn't mean they're going to guarantee get the win. So it was definitely fun to watch. The expression on your face too.
I'm sorry.
That was cool. That's not embarrassing. No, definitely not. But it was, pretty fun to watch.
That's one of the best things about SGL, that you get to see people's expressions at major points in the race.
Constantly looking at race time as you were climbing up the GT gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because something like that would probably keep me a little uneasy. Like, I just can't. I can't look at the race time right now. Just close it down and hope for the best.
I should have, but I didn't. That hence the really bad land mode too. Like really bad. Yeah, no, I told Drossi beforehand, I was like, if GGW just finishes by the time I get to Moldor 2, I'm just going to Moldor and bounce for fun.
Oh yeah, Vex, speaking of stuff we discussed before the race, remember how you said you weren't gonna water walk unless you had Zora Buddy, and I was like, just for that, the flippers would be early?
You did say that, yeah. But, honestly though, so this is kind of a funny thing, because I was like thinking of ways that, maybe I could eke out a win if it's linear, like really linear or something like that, since I knew that GDW was better. And so I actually spent like way too much time this past week practicing or learning how to Moldorm bounce, just in case I got a pendant Swamp Palace and was able to use the hook or finish the seed, without the hook shot. I was down to do it.
Well, one other thing, in terms of execution, like, you guys were so even with each other for like the first 10 minutes. I even made a joke about, okay, who can do Blind's basement faster, because you were basically in sync through it.
Yeah, the one thing I think execution was that I was counting items and I was listening. I could have swore that the big key sounded like a heart, the music sound effect, when I heard it. Ice Palace, and I skipped the Ice Palace big chest, and then I dropped down, and I was like, "Oh no, that could have an item in it." And
oh yeah, we saw your grief when you beat Cold Stare and got the item.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh man, that scared me," because I was out of stuff. Like that was what I did basically right before I had just Bolus, Eastern, and Pod left, and so I was like, "Oh no." I hope I didn't skip the bow.
Yeah, a little panic there setting in after that. But no, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, well, thanks to you guys for putting this one on. It's pretty cool to be, on restream for SGL.
Oh yeah, this was definitely fun to watch. And yeah, hopefully you take the time to watch this back. The sync early on was pretty fun to watch, and definitely put up a good performance here. Again, GG's to you, and good luck for your next race.
Yeah, thank you. Well, good luck for your next race.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, we do have, 128 people in this double elimination bracket, which also means that GGW is still alive. This is only his first loss, as our tracker Tophile's saying. He will face Alkaline Ace in the lower brackets. I do expect him to, do pretty well in the next few rounds of lower brackets. I guess that's the consolation prize here. But yeah, good luck to both of our runners going forward.
Yeah, definitely. Good luck to you, all you guys. Vex again, and see you in the top 38. Hopefully, we both make it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You don't know. You don't know. Anybody could definitely make it, though.
After this one, I'll stop disparaging myself, I guess.
No, anybody could win here.
And that's one fun thing about double elimination. Like, if both people from an early round make it far enough, they'll eventually face each other again. So you can get some rematches in a double elim tournament.
That scares me still.
But yeah, do give these runners a follow in any case. I mean, they're both pretty tremendous. And also, once again, shout outs to our tracker Tophile, who's been on top of all this stuff tonight. Reasonably full trackers there. At least we didn't have to beat too many pendant dungeons.
It was just Skullwoods today, huh?
We didn't have to beat Skullwoods.
Well, the cane was just as likely there as it was in Bridge Chest, right?
Yeah.
And let's see what we've got on the schedule here. Yeah, this pretty much does it for this evening. Next Link to the Past is actually right here on SpeedGaming 3 at high noon. So in just about 12 hours, high noon Eastern time, we're going to have, as part of the Invitational League, a pilot spoiler match between OK Game and Team Hime. So if you want to see a totally different mode of ALTTPR,
I definitely want to stick around. It's just so much rando happening.
And then looks like the next broadcast match from this tournament will also be here on SpeedGaming 3 at 3:20 p.m. We will be seeing Walter IV versus Hitsuyan. Hitsuyan is the top seed in this entire 128-person bracket, so you definitely want to be checking that out. Gamma, you don't have a word to say about Walter and Hitsu?
No, I mean, that's going to be a good, fun match to watch. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. And, let's see. I'm just kind of hoping to see some a bit clown plays going on from Hitsu's side.
But, maybe even from Walter's side. You never know.
Side, or maybe both of them. They'll probably surprise us. But, yeah, it should definitely be fun to watch. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that one.
But yeah, I think that'll all wrap everything up for us here. And yeah, thanks a lot, Gamma, for doing this with me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I did enjoy this. Thanks again for having me here. This was a fun watch, fun to commentate with you always, Rossi, and hope to do it again in the near future.
Yeah, I hope so. Certainly enough races out there. And GG's again to our runners. And best of luck going forward in this big tournament.
Still plenty of more matches to come around. So yeah, still a lot more rando to happen here. You don't want to miss any of it. But with that, I will leave you with the final word, Drossi.
Well, I don't really have much more to say. Just thanks again to everyone for watching, and have a great evening.
Take care, all.